Hello the YouTubes, I'm Dave.
And this right here is Jacob.
And we're taking a look at the Consumer Electronics Show kicking off in fabulous Las Vegas next week.
That's CES to you and me.
And in all honesty, Las Vegas is about as fabulous as an infected boil.
But what can we expect from the consumer techgasm which kicks off every new year? What will the likes of AMD, Intel and Nvidia have to show off? And what of Corsair and Razer?
Well, let's dive in.
Okay, by now it's probably quite obvious that we're not actually in Vegas.
No, unfortunately I'm no longer welcome in the myriad casinos up and down the strip after my Rain Man-esque idiot savant shtick got me banned.
To be fair, it was more the idiot than the savant side of the equation which did that.
CES has been pretty big for AMD over the last couple of years, and while we're maybe not going to get the big reveal of new gaming CPUs and GPUs, it's still a milestone show for the company.
Dr. Lisa Su is hosting AMD's first keynote at CES on January 9th, and is promising exciting new announcements about its next generation products.
Without the previous year's pre-show Editors Day, it doesn't look like AMD is going to be announcing the specifics of the Ryzen 3 Zen 2 processors, which we're expecting to hit our gaming desktops this year, despite all the excitable rumour-mongering born from Adored TV.
And we're not expecting to hear much, if anything, about the mainstream Navi GPUs either.
There might well be a few little teasers around about the new processors, the 3000 series chips, although they might just be surrounding the second generation of AMD's Ryzen APUs.
Though it is called the Consumer Electronics Show, there might actually be more noise about its 7nm AI and data center products than the actual PC-focused consumer fair we're genuinely excited to see this year.
In terms of its actual gaming gear, CES for Intel is likely to be more about retreading the steps it took at last year's Architecture Day.
That means we're expecting to hear about its future use of 3D stacked chip designs, building on the EMIB technologies which allowed it to create the AMD-powered Kaby Lake G chips it introduced at the last CES.
There might also be some more noises being made about its upcoming 10nm Sunny Cove processors, set to ship towards the end of this year. Those will be the first 10nm desktop consumer CPUs aimed to get Intel back on its track with its process nodes.
And potentially some more Intel Z or Intel Xe talk as it continues to promise a graphics card revolution in 2020.
Yeah, we're actually at the point where we can say that Intel is actually going to release a discrete graphics card next year. How exciting!
Well, unless its roadmap unexpectedly shifts.
Yeah. But there will also be lots of talk about 5G at CES. Intel does so love a good 5G chinwag.
The worst kept secret in tech is that Nvidia is set to announce both its new RTX 2060 graphics cards and the mobile versions of its 20 series GPUs at CES this year. We've
still not had official public confirmation from Nvidia that both are definitely on the Las Vegas table, but the groundswell of rumour and leaked information means that we're more than confident that it is going to happen.
The Nvidia press conference is on the evening of January 6th, or really early January 7th UK time, and given the theme of the invite, it's promising to be almost entirely about its GeForce RTX range.
And that's where we expect the full reveal of the RTX 2060 and those mobile Max-Q 20 series laptop graphics cards too.
There may even be some big gaming displays on show at the event too. They were revealed at the show last year, but later delayed until sometime this year. But Nvidia might want to restart the hype train again at CES.
Fingers crossed the new panels perform better than the 65-inch displays used in last year's prototypes. They may have 120Hz, 4K, HDR, G-Sync, Shield and any other brand name, abbreviation or acronym you can think of, but the actual gaming image was pretty poor.
Those are the big three for us PC peeps, but CES is about far more than AMD, Intel and Nvidia.
Corsair, for example, is promising that this year's show will be its biggest ever. It says that it will be unveiling new technologies, but it will also be the first year that its latest division, Elgato, will be part of the company.
Expect to see a whole host of new goodies from memory to peripherals to streaming boxes.
Yes, and Razer will also want to be one of the names on gamers' lips at CES this year. And with Nvidia set to launch the Max-Q 20 series mobile graphics cards, it will be a surprise not to hear more about a Razer Blade rocking at least an RTX 2060.
And you can bet Razer will also have some sort of bizarre prototype floating around the show, just begging to be stolen. Maybe some gaming phone with a desktop processor and 3 fold-out screens? Sweet.
With Nvidia filling out its RTX range with ever more ray tracing capable hardware, we'll also have the first dedicated benchmark released, as 3D Mark gets its super shiny Port Royal or Port Royale test.
You'll see it running on any new laptop shown off at the event, and if it's not used on stage at Nvidia's own RTX press conference, I'll eat a TU-106 GPU.
Hold you to that. But what about VR?
More about it.
Yeah, okay, forget the current apathy towards virtual reality for a second, because there will be VR announcements at CES. The most interesting perhaps coming from the Xtal VRgineers.
VRgineers.
Yeah, the Virgineers. Yeah, unfortunate name notwithstanding, the Xtal is a VR headset with a native 2560 by 1440 per eyeball resolution and doesn't use the traditional Fresnel lens, preferring a clear lens for increased optical clarity.
It's also got a 180-degree field of view and an integrated leap motion camera to track your hands for use as controllers.
And it will inevitably end up as another unused headset on the growing VR scrap heap.
But if you're into actual reality gaming, you might want to try your hand against the Morpheus from Omron. It's a giant ping-pong playing robot that looks like a hunter-killer hanging out at a youth club.
Yes, it's been around for a little while, helping fathers reconnect with their children, but now it's capable of topspin. To be honest, we'd probably let it win regardless, we just don't know where it's secreting those twin 50-cal machine guns.
And finally, if you're already finding yourself fatigued watching us, then Ume Care might have the technological breakthrough for you.
At CES, it will show off the Ume Rest device, or Ume Rest, a thermal meditation that redefines self-care and helps digital device users find stress relief and reset the effects of screen time by resting the mind and restoring the natural function of our eyes.
It's also creating a commercial version for Facebook that actually pins your eyelids open. It's called the Ume Not Look Away.
Yeah, it might not actually be true.
Thanks for covering me legally.
That's just a snapshot of the new technology that's going to be coming out of CES this year, but check out PCGamesN.com throughout the show, as we'll be covering all the important keynotes, releases and news to come out of Vegas.
Thanks for watching, and remember to give us all that likey, subscribey good stuff, and we'll see you soon for more PCGN Technobabble.
Thanks for watching, bye!
Bye!